Alright, y'all, welcome to Downstage Gaming. I am your host, Josh, and this is part 25 of our Let's Play of Paradise Killer. When we last left off, we had unlocked our hidden room here in the opulent ziggurat. We found Grace Bloodlines, who is one last kiss, but a ghost, and basically had an entirely new person to ask about literally everything. She gave a lot of vague hints about things that we'd already kind of figured out ourselves, but, you know, still, we can still be grateful in our own way. And so now we're going to kind of take some of this new information, ask around to basically everyone again, and then also go around doing another hang sesh with everyone, because we still need to get information that way as well. So I'm going to head right over here to Sam's place. Can't hang out with him anymore, but we can still ask him a couple of questions that he probably knows nothing about. And that's really what we're here for. Alright, Sam. What do you know about the murder of Grace Bloodlines? I don't know anything, do I, LD? Fantastic, Sam. I'm glad we got a chance to talk. Listen, you know, it's not always gonna be the big info dump, you know? Sometimes you gotta just have a, gosh, I don't know. I guess let's head to... Whoopsies. I'm not even taking the elevator. I don't have time. I think let's go Lydia first, then we'll hit Crimson. And then we'll go from there. So yeah, basically, Grace Bloodlines was murdered by Henry. Right after he murders his mom. Because they send for... she's the expert in demonology, so they send for her. Now, One Last Kiss implies that that is not all as it would seem to be. And so we're trying to get more information on that whole bit. I'm gonna guess Lydia doesn't really know much either. What do you know about the murder of Grace Bloodlines? Not a thing, LD. Great. Alright, well, let's hang. Let's go for a ride. Oh, wait, I just read the left. She named her custom model something, but I didn't see what it was. Think you could ever go back to the old life? You mean being an assassin? You asking because of the case? This is all off the record, just chatting. I told you, that part of my life is over. Got no taste for it. Do you miss it? I miss the abstract. Ignoring the actual murder part. Having a skill to get good at was good. Give me a purpose. These hands aren't for killing now. You get a long time to think of these islands. It's not worth it. What isn't worth it? Ending lives. What's the point? A life is too important to end early. My line of work was just facilitating another person's ambition. You should be working for yourself, not someone else. What about working for the Syndicate? That's different. We're part of something here. A higher calling. We worship our gods and work for their glory. Not the same as a few coins for a slit throat. What about you? Happy to be working again? I'm the investigation freak. The old nickname. Something to live up to. I'll drop you back at the beach again. This time I brought you something. Ooh. Is this one of your paintings? Yeah, from one of the beaches. This is amazing. Thanks, Lydia. Something to remember your return to paradise by. If I get an apartment on the next island, this will get pride of place. Appreciate it, LD. Listen, I've enjoyed our tries, but you need to get this thing solved so there is a next island. Get at me if you got a question about the case, yeah? Will do. Thanks again, Lydia. Alright. There's another one maxed. And we got a painted. Captures the beauty of the island's coast. Well, I hope there's a place we can hang that up somewhere. May your specter gaze upon a star, and may you reach the moon. Alright. Crimsy, crimsy, crimsy. Let's head your way. Now, we know that Lydia was at least vaguely not telling us the whole truth there, because we already know she's incredibly dissatisfied with Syndicate life and wants out. So I can't imagine that's entirely that different from how she feels now about being an assassin. Or having been an assassin. Alright. That's good though. If we're maxing out her, there's a pretty good chance we're probably maxing out most people here. Maybe not Crimson, so we haven't had as many talks with Crimson. Do you know anything about One Last Kiss? Is that her name? She's good at hiding herself, but I've seen her.
The investigator is
Do you know who she is? I figure some kind of spirit. I don't know who she was in her former life, though. What do you know about the murder of Grace Bloodlines? Ah, that makes sense.
Nice doing business.
I've got
with you.
something good. Are you buying? Yeah,
Good
sure.
work.
Ooh, nice crystals.
Thank you.
Do you think it's strange that Carmelina went to the exorcism?
Ooh, the investigator.
Seems like a
is here.
dangerous situation for the architect. Very. There was a reason, though. Some syndicate members use encryption in messages to each other. There's a lot of politics and scheming on the islands, after all.
I have my way.
I monitor any communications that I can. The network traffic is mostly boring, but sometimes someone forgets to encrypt something. While Carmelina was heading to Henry's apartment with Grace, she messaged Akiko and told her to step out of the room while Grace was doing the exorcism. Her so-called lapse in procedure was planned? Sure was, lady. Sounds like a plot to me.
Got it.
My work is never done.
Oh,
You got a copy of this message? Uh-huh. They realized the mistake and scrubbed their phones afterwards, so don't expect to be able to confirm this with their phones. So while she was en route to Henry's exorcism, Carmelina sent a message to Akiko telling her to leave Grace unattended. Okay, so Carmelina wanted that to happen. Besides, it was 10 years ago. Everyone's got a Masahiro upgrade since then. Gotta get the Masahiro 10S. May your journey be endless, and may you reach the moon. Alright, well thanks, Crimson. Oh, wait a minute. I forgot to hang out. Got so distracted by that clue. Got time for a chat, Crimson. Why is no one else blessed? The gods work in mysterious ways. Depends on who catches their eye. What do you really want to talk about? You're not here to shoot the breeze about divine blessings. I can see it in your eyes. Can I ask you about Isaiah?
Good.
I was wondering when we get to the ex-husband topic. What do you want to know?
sure.
What's he doing now? He's still responsible for the citizen management. Abduction, reconditioning, distribution. Jesus. Is he happy? Sorry if this is a heartbreaker, but he's with Madame Complex now.
That's strange.
The God Intender. The very same. She lost Gregory on the 18th island when he repaired the
Don't be
timelines.
coy.
Couple of islands later, she had a night out with Isaiah at Bar Knife through the Heart, and the rest is history. But is he happy? Are you asking if he still pines for you? Yes, my name doesn't represent all of me. It took him a few islands to get over you, anger at what you did, and then deep longing. Buried himself in his work. He got through it. He's on the next island, one of Lydia's first pickups last night. Not a lot for the citizen manager to do once the slaughter is completed.
Sorry.
I'm glad he's not a suspect. Time to move on, lady. Understood.
Honey.
Lady, I have something to tell you. Is it
The
about
investigator
KHX?
is here.
You have something you want to tell the investigator?
I'm innocent.
I told you about the key from KHX. I didn't tell you another part of the story. I've been worried about what's going on, but you need to know. I seduced KHX for my own interest, but someone else asked me to do it as well. Who? Witness.
Sure.
Why? He wanted the key. I don't know why, but he asked for it. He wanted it modified for remote access. A dongle could be placed in a control panel and then used to remotely access it. So this explains a little bit what was going on between Lydia and Witness as well. It needed a line of sight, though. The amount of data could easily drop packets if the signal was blocked.
Is this a fact?
Did you give it to
Well,
him?
who knows?
Yes. Why? He promised to help me.
Sure.
With what? He said he had a plan for the next island that would allow me to keep my freedom and allow me to return to active service. Crimson.
We're in a dark
I know,
time.
I didn't expect it to be this, if this was him.
Paradise feels
This is the truth.
wrong.
Yes. I've got some work to do. Okay. Alright, there's nothing new we can get there. Okay, alright. May your journey be endless, and may you reach the moon. Alright, well then from there, let's head over to Akiko and Henry. Taking our long journey over. So, man, yeah, now now the wind is really starting to blow Witness's way. In a number of different ways. I mean... Okay, so... Witness would seem like the most likely person to use the sound thing that we found that does the psychic death scream. To use it as, like, a weapon. That's my thinking. And then obviously he has God Flesh, which he has absolutely no good explanation for. So between him using Henry and then him having that, from what we just found out from Crimson, it sounds like he used what he did to get Lydia to get information about the second seal. We'll see. Alright, Grand Marshal. What you got for me? What about you wanting to expand the rules of the Marshals? Where have you pulled that from?
Crime is repulsive.
You want exorcism to be a martial role. It makes sense. We hunt them. Might as well do the next step.
I have a bad feeling
Sounds to
about
me
this.
you're making a land grab to boost the importance of the Marshals. Believe what you want, Netorochito. During Henry's exorcism 10 years ago, you left Grace bloodlines alone with him.
Touch. Dracula.
Why are we talking about this, Netorochito? How does this relate to the council murder?
Got it.
That's what I'm trying to find out.
Durfa.
Yes, I made a mistake.
I have a bad feeling
There seems
about
to be a
this.
pattern. Heat on the street is that you're trying to expand the responsibilities of the Marshals. You wanted to fold exorcism into the duties of the Marshals.
Paradise feels
Sure
wrong.
would be helpful if a demonic threat killed our exorcist.
Do you want to die?
I should kill you for that accusation. Tell me about the message you got from Carmelina on the day of Henry's exorcism.
Pull up.
What message?
Is this a fact?
Carmelina sent you a message
Or
telling you to
truth?
leave Grace alone with Henry.
Do you want to die?
No, she didn't. I have a copy of the message right here.
Rahat.
Someone's giving you false evidence, Netorochito. The architect was there that day, but she didn't tell me to do anything. She doesn't have authority over me.
Crime cannot hide.
Then why did you step out of the room? I considered the scene and prisoner secure. I needed to make sure that the architect was safe. Corrupted areas are full of danger. Alright, well, let's hang out. Got a minute, Akiko?
Nenorochito,
You're going to
out
die.
of your mind.
Humor me. Do you still collect war relics?
Shiasta
Why do you care? Friendship, Akiko, we've been through this. Fine. Yes. Okay, good. What's the centerpiece of your collection? Centerpiece? The most important part.
Ishpros.
They are all important, Prost. The relics are created through the actions of soldiers giving their lives in combat. How can one be more important than the other? That's a good way of thinking about it.
I'm a soldier.
I know.
Ishpros.
Take this. It's a shell from a demon I killed in Romania before the Syndicate. Thank you, Akiko. I appreciate it.
Shiasta Chinsano.
Good. Now that we played this friendship thing out, we're done, right? Done? Yes, we became friends. You got what you wanted. You can leave me alone now.
Sorry.
If that's what you want, Akiko,
Ishkebune.
that took longer than I was hoping. Goodbye, Netorochito. Alright, we got a Pedrite shell from a demon that Akiko killed during her campaign against Damned Harmony. Sweet. May your night be bright, and may you reach the moon. Well, let's hope we can get the same thing out of Mr. Henry then. Henry, do you know the name Eyes Kawami? Never heard of him. Is he my dad? Looks like it. Is he a good man?
Sorry.
He, took his own life a few years ago. I'm sorry. Fucking perfect!
The demon wants to
At least
see
he doesn't
his
know what
eyes
his son
scorched
did.
into nothing.
Allegedly did.
Of course.
What fucking ever. What can you tell me about the murder of Grace Bloodlight? I killed her, didn't I? You were found guilty of it. Then why the fuck are we talking? You know I did it.
The facts and the
A
truth.
guilty
are
conviction
not
and the
same.
truth are not the same thing.
I must be the bad
If
guy.
I'm the
right?
suspect in so many crimes, I must be the bad guy, right? That's what I'm here to find out. Well, hey, listen, let's hang. Let's talk, Henry. Is this helping? These little chats helping you work out who did it? I'm getting a picture of the island. I understand the crucible of crime better. Like what you see? The islands can't continue like this. How are you going to fix it?
Got it.
That's a job for the next island. I need to find the truth first.
What?
You promise you're going to do something? I'll do what I can. The Syndicate is a slow ship to turn. I hope you'll stick to that. Whatever. Now, oh, okay, good. Okay, thank goodness. I was like, don't make me come back here again. Alright. We've maxed out Henry, we've maxed out Aki. I mean, we might have to come back here again if we find some stupid piece of evidence anyways, but we at least got them all maxed up. So, let's see here. I think normally we've gone, like, Yuri Witness next, but we haven't hit, who am I thinking of? We haven't hit Carmelina or Dr. Doom Jazz yet either. And both of them have some important bits based on the evidence we found with Last Kiss. So we definitely want to hit them up this time as well. But we'll come out here, we'll see who's closest and go from there. I still am very curious if, come the end of this, are we going to, like, continue another trial in this island? Are we going to go to the new Perfect 25 and have an entirely new place? Alright. Let's go Witness, then Yuri. And we'll go from there. Witness, my friend. Things are not looking good for you. I've got some questions that may continue to make you look bad, depending on how things go.
Witness to the end.
Paradise feels wrong.
Why did you want Crimson to get the key to the second seal?
What?
I didn't. You're lying. I have testimony that you not only asked her to get the key, but that she gave you the key as well. That simply isn't true. I have nothing, almost nothing to do with Miss Acid. She's lying to you, Lady Lovedyes. You're being played. Have you got the key?
The end
I
times
didn't
are
even
yours.
know the second seal required a key. I don't have it. You're lying. I am not, Lady Lovedyes. Miss Acid is tricking you. She is turning us against each other. Why? It's your job to find out. Well, I'm convinced. Were you and Carmelina married 25 years ago?
Surely
No,
this is a
we had
joke.
fallen apart a few years before that. Why do you ask? Apparently she went into isolation for a year about 25 years
The
ago.
gods are displeased.
I remember that. I have no idea what she was doing. She likes to lose herself in her work. She said she was working on a project and didn't want to be
I
disturbed.
don't like this.
Was full isolation unusual? A little, but I didn't pay much attention. The Syndicate's fall from grace was a bigger concern.
Sure.
Where did she isolate herself? She has always built herself little hideaways in the islands, places she won't be disturbed. I don't know where it was. You asked Crimson to give the key to the second Holy Seal from KHX.
What?
No,
Don't test me.
witness, I am losing my patience.
Crime is
By asking her to do
repulsive.
that, and by her account, taking a copy from her, you are the prime suspect for who went through
Of
it.
course not.
I did nothing of the sort. You're denying all of it, or just going through the scene.
What?
All of it. I had nothing to do with Miss Acid's preposterous story or the second seal.
That's it.
No desire to cooperate at all. I can't cooperate with a fabrication. What do you know about the murder of Grace Bloodlines? Wasn't that case solved years ago? Alright. Want to chat, witness? I must warn you, I'm not one for long conversations. What was it like growing up in the Chaos Palace?
The gods are watching
Character
us.
building. It is an insane network of twisting geometry. I did not see the outside world until I fled for the Syndicate with Ezekiel. I had no concept of time. It gave me a unique perspective on the world. What took you to the palace? Not sure most people would want to be there. I was enslaved as a child. The glorious Crying Grudge swept through Persia, and I was put to work in the Chaos Palace. The palace was insatiable. It grew without check, and we had to feed its hunger day and night. What happened to it?
This island is
It was
full of
sacked
sinners.
during the Great Betrayal. Humanity stepped out of the light of the gods and steeped itself in sin. Great monuments to our holy benefactors were torn down. The Chaos Palace was reduced to rubble, then used to build Alexander's cities. That palace should never exist again, but I despair at what we have lost.
Sure.
I sometimes think we all live in our own Chaos
The
Palaces.
gods are
The
leading.
gods can lead us out. Alright. May you fly with destroyed
The
Eden,
gods are
and may you
displeased.
reach the moon. So I'm gonna guess probably one more witness based on how these things have gone. And yeah, nothing, nothing that happened there has made me any less convinced of witness as a prime suspect now. All right, let's hit up Yuri.
Ha.
Where are you, my friend? Where are you hiding? You up here? Isn't he just right down here? What, am I going crazy? Yuri? Yuri? There you are.
Yuri Knight.
What do you know about the murder of Grace Bloodlines? Absolutely nothing, investigator. Alright, well, let's hang. Got time to chat, Yuri.
Nonsense.
Can we make this the last time, freak? Have you ever been in love, Yuri?
Insufferable.
Love doesn't offer anything. Love constrains ambition. It blinds you to your goal. Love can make you understand more about yourself and others.
Worthless.
I understand myself and others just fine. Some of us are rulers and the rest are meant to be ruled. The world is very simple, freak. You people confuse yourselves with love and affection. It dulls your senses and stops you from achieving excellence.
I don't like
If you open
this.
your heart, you open your mind. Goodbye, freak. Goodbye, Yuri. No gift, huh? Must have not gotten the memo that that's how this is supposed to go. May you see through a million eyes, and may you reach the moon. I mean, I'll give Henry the benefit of the doubt because Henry's tied up, not exactly in a gift-giving position, but the rest of you. All right, let's.
Ha.
Let's actually do this a very specific way. I want to head back up
Ha.
to One Last Kiss and see if we can already hang out again. Because I need to incorporate her in more in the hangouts. Or otherwise, she's going to be the very last one. And I'm just going to have to, I don't know, walk around a little bit in between hangout sessions. I'm not actually sure exactly what it is that determines the come back later thing changing back to a hey, we can hang out again. You sure are way out of the way from everyone else, though, aren't you, One Last Kiss? I wonder why they changed their name. Or why she changed her name. When, she died? Became a ghost? Alright, am I gonna be able to head up there from here? There's a door somewhere around here. I think I tried getting up here before and it was, yeah, not gonna happen. Alright, so nothing over here. This is KHX's lab here. I mean, she's just right there. There's gotta be. Gotta be a way for me to get in there. Or do I have to go in through, No! Shoot! Oh, come on, that was so close. I was on it. I just didn't believe it. No. Oh, it's already... I could just be going the right way. Okay. Nope. Okay, fine. Fine. We'll go the right way. Then I'll find out where that door leads out for realsies. And see if there's a better way for me to go next time. We'll head up here. All the way up. Maybe... Well, no. We'll go... I don't want to waste any more time. We'll go through here the way that I know for sure we can go. And then next time... Or as I finish here, I will look at where that stupid door leads. Alright, get our feet nice and bloody. This is how we prepare. Talk to One Last Kiss is with very bloody feet. I wonder if that's considered disrespectful to the gods. If it is, I'm very sorry. Crying grudge. Alright. Last kiss. You've made it quite difficult to get to you.
One more kiss.
Alright, we got nothing to say to you there, so let's hang. Got time to chat. I have all the time in the world until the island ends. What's your take on Perfect 25? There is no such thing as perfection. The Syndicate is obsessed over demonic corruption, but turned a blind eye to the corruption itself. Are you expecting Perfect 25 to fail? Fail is a broad term. Nothing lasts forever, does it?
Investigate.
Everything changes, including perfection.
I have a bad
I don't think many
feeling
people want to
about
hear
this.
that.
Who would benefit
A
from
human's
time
folly.
like this?
Believing whatever you want isn't acceptable. You can tell how far a society is away from collapse by how many people flock to demagogues.
Got it.
Uh-oh. Are you saying Carmelina is a demagogue?
Do you understand investigator?
She's the one peddling perfection, isn't she? The one offering the easy answer to all our worries? Perfection is a lie. Perfection will crumble. Perfection is sold to fools.
The truth is,
Do you
all
think we
around
can
you,
achieve perfection, investigator?
Don't test
That's
me.
what I'm here to find out. I hope you do, investigator. Alright, well, hey, thanks. May you always live in shadow, and may you reach the moon. Okay, so there's the door there. There's no clear thing here. If I go over this way... But this is the top of the ziggurat, so yeah. Probably the easiest way to go is the way that I went, because otherwise we're going to have to do some kind of insane platforming. Alright, then let's real quick finish things off with a quick visit to Carmelina and to Doc.
Ha.
Last Kiss certainly seems to have something quite against Carmelina,
Ha.
which isn't too surprising given some of what we found out about who may be part of the reason why she was killed.
Ha.
I mean, certainly the evidence that Crimson gave us, if true, would suggest that Carmelina would be the person that wanted her dead, or at least orchestrated it.
Halt! What do
Yep,
you
yep,
want?
yep.
I
Let me in.
don't like this.
Architect Carmelina Silence.
Why did you go to Henry's exorcism?
We have achieved perfection.
I have an acute interest in preventing the islands from succumbing to demonic corruption. It is rare to be able to see the effects of a possession firsthand. Tell me about the message you sent to Akiko telling her to leave Grace alone with Henry.
I beg your pardon.
I have no idea what message you're talking about, investigator. I have a copy of it here.
It is cowardly.
I am
to
sure
insinuate,
that it is a
investigate.
fabrication. I have no authority over Akiko. I can't order her to do anything, much less break procedure with something so dangerous.
Sure.
Then why did she step out of the room and leave them unattended? I have no idea. You'd have to ask the Grand Marshal. Oh, no, I did. Can I ask you something, Architect?
Craft is its own
I
reward.
want to give you something, Investigator. Flawless Blood Dancer Eye. An eye? It's the eye of a worshipper of Blood Dancer. It's been preserved and reformatted into a storage device.
We have achieved perfection.
The Chronicles of Blood Dancer have been imprinted into it. By examining the crevices of the eye, you may learn about the god.
When love dies,
Blood Dancer
all that
caused
remains
multiple
are the
planet-wide
facts.
genocides as he perfected his insane technology.
Do your job.
There are always sacrifices for progress, Investigator. I don't know if that is true, Architect. It depends on your priorities, Investigator. A life lived purely for others denies your true self. A life lived in balance sees a glimpse of potential. A lack of balance hurts others and denies you of valuable
This
experiences.
is nonsense.
That depends on your definition of valuable.
Craft is its own
Please
reward.
go and enjoy the island, Lady Lovedyes, though through it you may learn more about yourself. Thank you for your time, Architect.
Relic obtained.
Okay. May the silent goat walk with you, and may you reach the moon. Alright, so we're gonna head down and around to the yacht elevator. And then probably have our last session with Doom Jazz. So sad. Our time with everyone is coming to an end. Until we accuse them all of nefarious crimes of murder. What's up, Doc?
Dr. Doomjazz.
I wonder if he named himself after the comic book character, Dr. Doom, then was like, but I gotta jazz it up a bit. You examined Grace bloodlines when Henry killed her, right, Doc? A nasty one, for sure. Was there anything odd about the scene or the victim?
Strange.
You mean odd for a case of demonic possession? I didn't get to examine the scene for long. Akiko was in a rush to contain the area, and it was a pretty open and shut case. The markings on Grace were strange, though.
That's weird.
In what way? Henry's other victim, his mother, had the same sigils scorched into her skin as Henry. Grace had those sigils, but they weren't scorched. They looked like they had been carved with a blade. The demon inside Henry burns with a cosmic fire, and Henry's victims received the same branding. So if he killed the council, they'd all carry the sigils.
I'm worried.
Depends on how he did it. I don't have a lot of evidence to support this, but I expect the sigils to only be scorched on victims he had sustained close contact with. A cut and run probably wouldn't do it, but a strangulation would. I should mention that I would expect the inhibitors to prevent or limit the scorching of those sigils into victims. So why were Grace's sigils cut into her? I wrote it off to the madness of demonic possession. We don't know a whole lot about this kind of thing, so I figured he carved them himself as some kind of ritual. Can't say for sure, though. Thanks for your help, Doc. What do you know about a photo taken of Grace's throat during your examination? I took photos, but they were confiscated by Akiko. Classified, or whatever. I found one on the Marshal's server. Can I get your opinion on it? The bruising on the throat looks odd.
Theoretically?
That's because the fingers that did it aren't uniform. What? In normal strangulation, bruising you can see areas of pressure from the fingertips and the knuckles.
How?
The pressure on these is misaligned. This is normally because the attacker is wearing jewelry. Specifically, in this case, a ring on their wedding ring finger.
The investigator is
What about
here.
power armor? No, the gauntlets on the Marshal's power armor are gloves with armor plates on the top of the hands. Who wears a wedding ring? Or wore a wedding ring. This was 10 years ago. I know 2 people who were married back then. Alright, well, let's hang, Doc. Can you feel it in the air? You've been spraying pheromones again.
The island is about to end.
This may be the last time we talk before you and Judge determine who's guilty.
I'm glad to be back.
We better not waste any more time, then.
Why?
Lady Love, stop talking. Whoa, okay, I didn't know this. Jesus. Woo! It's been wonderful to see you again. Don't. You were never any good at the conversation afterwards.
Fabulous.
Take this, but save it until you're off duty. Flamboyant wine. Maybe I'll see you on the next island.
Wonderful.
I hope so. It's just a little flirting. I didn't think we were gonna go do it now. Jesus. Alright, well. May the cosmos be a mystery. And may you reach the moon. Okay, so we do have something to bring to Akiko again now. Alright, well, let's head back up then. Well, yeah, we'll head back up the elevator while I finish things off here. So, I mean, that's going to finish off most of our hangout sessions with most people. We still have probably 1 for Witness, and then maybe 1 or 2 for Crimson, and then quite a number for Last Kiss. Meanwhile, we got something to bring to Akiko. And then what else do we have clue-wise here? We still need to figure out what happened to Carmelina's Godflesh. Doomchat said the sigils on Grace were carved and not seared like Henry's other... Okay, so that's what we're going to bring to Akiko. And we need to know whose blood was used to open the 3rd Holy Seal, which we do not know. Okay. So, you know, I feel like I've said it multiple times here, but this time for realsies, I feel like we are quite close to wrapping things up here. But we will start making our way towards that next time. Until then, this has been Downstage Gaming. I've been your host, Josh, and I will catch you all next time.